Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whenever you're watching this. What am I doing? This is the lacrosse ball. I just came back from doing a 30-minute yoga session following um, a yoga instructor on the Nike Fitness app. And as I was lying on the ground, I realized I knew what I wanted to say this morning. I was in Shavasana pose, which is the name of the pose. They also call it corpse pose, where you're finally relaxed. Your muscles have released a lot of tension. You've been through the entire yoga class. Your breathing is calmed down. Your emotional state is nice and calm, equanimous. For me, I'm no longer fidgeting, or if I'm still fidgeting and pulling at my clothes, I haven't done enough to release the emotional tension. And as this instructor says, your issues are in your tissues, our deeper sort of emotional tension that we hold in our muscles, in our muscle fascia. Um, when we release all of that and we lay on the ground in what's called this corpse pose, you are fully supported by the earth. You're fully supported by the ground that you're on. And like this lacrosse ball, if you're someone who has a lot of balls in the air as a leader, well, who is supporting you? And I'm not making any sexual innuendos here with this. You can think about what I'm sort of indicating, and that's my sense of humor. Pardon me. I'm going to put this away now. Who is supporting you now and going into 2026 in your work as a leader, in your work as a queer or trans leader? That is the work that I do, cultivating queer and trans leadership, helping you show up as your most authentic with conviction, knowing what's important to you, what you value, your morals and your ethics, understanding with absolute clarity what's your vision, how do you get that message across, and how do you put all of those things into play so you can make the difference that you want to make, so that you can show up and lead others, so that you can inspire others with your actions, with your thoughts, with your guidance, so that you can make that difference at a social level, at an organizational level, whatever it is that you do for work in your difference making. So in was it May or June, I launched a program, Empower Your Leadership with Queer Integrity. Now, I have a set of principles that I follow for my coaching program, and I have sort of another set that speaks to aspects or nuances of those principles within my coaching system. And it's how you feel. If you don't feel well, you can't lead well. And what you know, how you think, how you use your voice, what's your dream, which encapsulates both the way in which you're going to fulfill your mission and well, your mission, what is your mission, your dream, and how you're going to fulfill it, and then how you actually show up to lead. We are December 10th on the day of me recording this video, and we're going into that time of year of a lot of self-reflection. I will be on an administrative vacation from Monday, December 21st, I think is the date, until Monday, January 5th, 2026. So off for a complete couple of weeks. I will do a lot of, I'm always doing self-assessment. I'm always doing review about how things are going, but it's always a great time to look back, whether it be a really long, in-depth investigation into how your year has gone, or whether it just be a little bit surface, depending on how much work you're doing all the time. But support. I have been working with my coach since probably January 2024 for about a month, January 2024, and then I started working with him again for about 6 months in June of 2024 until the end of the year. And then I started working with him again for a year-long program starting in April of this year, ending end of March next year. Why? Why do I work with a coach? For everything I do as a coach, as a fundraiser, as a strategic planner, as a writer, as a thinker, as someone who wants to make a difference, my role is how I see the work that I do is supporting other queer and trans leaders, change makers, to show up, to be their best selves, to find the best path forward for them to be the most effective. So this course that I launched, I want to make it free. I would like for you to experience from beginning to end. It's coaching light, put it that way. And I don't mean to diminish the value of this program at all, but it's a nice introduction to get you thinking about sort of the surface of the methodology that I use to support my queer and trans leadership clients. This is a 7-day program that actually runs +1, 8 days, but there's an introduction to just sort of get you to take a snapshot of where snapshot of where you are at in this moment, so that you can come back to that when you get to the end of the 7 days and figure out, how have I moved the needle, so to speak? What do I understand more about myself that I didn't understand before? What knowledge do I feel I need to acquire? What skills do I feel I need to learn for my own self-mastery and leadership development? So over the course of the 7 days that I'm going to publish this, I would invite you to try and show up, watch the video, and do the exercise every single day for the 7-8 days full commitment. The final day is an integration, to look back at what you did over the 6 principles and to pull it all together into kind of a final statement about I am, or how I lead. And you'll see once you get there, it's a really important self-reflection, self-awareness kind of leadership mission statement that comes from how you function at your best, so that you can show up fully as the best leader that you are, with integrity. And a final note: when I say leading with queer integrity, I am not suggesting that you don't have integrity. I am not moralizing. With integrity means to be whole, to be all of who you are, to be authentic, to know how you're feeling in the moment, to have the tools and the strategies to manage your emotional self-regulation, to be completely aware of your convictions, what you believe to be true, what you value, how you think about those things, how you support others in your vision and your mission, and how you lead in a human-hearted way to not just take care of yourself, but then effectively, as a result, take care of others. Along the way, if you have a question, if you're stuck, don't sit there wondering how to move forward. Ask. Message me in the comments, send me a direct message. And if you want to go deeper at any point into understanding these principles and how you can show up with that much more conviction and clarity to make the difference that you most want to make with the work that you're doing, then let's connect. Let's have a conversation. So that's it for me today. Read the information below and get ready for day 1, which will launch in a couple of days if you're watching this on the day I've published this video. That's it for now. Take care.